Anyways, hello guys. It's been a while since I actually recorded something. I'm actually really how the other video turned out, which is my mini sketchbook tour. Y'all really loved it. I got 70 views on that. Might seem like not too much, but for me it is a lot because I've never gotten that many views on a full length video. So I'm like, since you guys like that sketchbook tour, I might as well do this sketchbook tour, which was originally planned to be my second video before I got into all the ranting stuff. But y'all were supposed to have a sketchbook number 11 tour a while ago, so I'm like, why not make that? I honestly don't remember what I drew in here because it's been a while, and my art style has changed drastically, and it's noticeable. It's very noticeable. So there's a lot of just like different things that I might cringe at because I don't do this anymore. But let's get into it. Also, our guest is back, Totoro. I'm thinking about featuring one of my plushies or like mini plushies in every single one of my videos. For now, it's gonna be Totoro until I decide to change, which most likely won't be because look how cute this little dude is. But let's get into it. So this is a Elo sketchbook. Drawing with Waffles, which is a very popular art YouTuber, actually influenced me into buying this, and I've loved it. Honestly, this is my second one I've owned, and I really like it. On this side, I used a white Posca paint pen to write sketchbook number. I think I might just do that with all my sketchbooks now because I really like how this turned out. Here at the front we have some stickers that I literally just found at school or got during school. Moon, flower, this, books, and this I made during art club. I didn't know that it was supposed to be like for an art club poster board with everyone's name on it. I stuck it on my sketchbook right after I got done. So yeah, there's that. Alright guys, just to let you know that I will be doing some voiceovers because of background noise and everything, but here in the actual video I was discussing how Drawing with Waffles influenced me to do this start planning page for my start page of the book or sketchbook. Just me going through the idea of what I want in my sketchbook. Oh my gosh. Sorry, it is storming outside. Crazy. Probably gonna get worse, but you can see my little thought process through this, and this is 2 years ago. Crazy. Alright. Welcome to sketchbook number 11. I finished this in like a year or so? A little over a year. I did end up literally like focusing so much on school that I forgot I drew. So got a little big Spider-Man Miles Morales welcoming y'all, and then flip the page. We have a mini one. He's like, sketchbook 11 already? This page is a lot. I actually remember me drawing most of this on the plane because I took this on my trip to California, and I literally recently started this at the time, so you can see a little bit of my thought process. And I did not end up finishing this because I did not feel like finishing this. Also, quick side note, I will be recording these in separate days, so everything might not look like it's from one day because I have finals coming up and I don't want to like completely spend all my time doing one thing. Most of this was pen, by the way. This next page I drew at my cousin's house. Just me sitting in the backyard drawing with my Prismacolor color erase color pencil thing. These were my most used colors. I feel like I used this one a lot. Yeah, I probably used this one and then the purple one a lot, which was shown in the previous page. That. And then that, I used those two colors a lot. And then here, this was actually at the same time when I drew that. I was sitting in my cousin's backyard, and they had a pool, so I drew the corner of the pool and everything, and this was at their table they had some tahine, a mini tahine, so I drew that. And then I drew a flower I saw earlier that day. This is a lot. Mind you, my art style has changed. My art style has changed a lot, so I do not like this or draw like this anymore. It's just a lot. It's overwhelming. I used a red polarized pencil for this one, and then I used a rainbow pencil for this one, but it turned out more warm tone than I'd like. Let's just skip over that. Same thing again. I used the blue polarized pencil for this one, and then I used that brownish red one over here. I really like this bunny. I really like that. Didn't really know how to like put facial features on faces back then, so I just like drew everything separate. Since this card is desperately trying to get out my sketchbook, I drew Miles, obviously, but yeah, I drew Miles. I used, I think, alcohol marker like on paint palette. I put some on the paint palette, and then I used water to like dilute it and use it as like watercolor. Yeah, there's the word. So there's that, and just more Miles, more Spider-Man. I really like how this one turned out. I saw it on Pinterest. I was like, I need to draw this one, but I really like how this turned out. Like, I wish this head was a bit smaller, but besides that, this is gorgeous. I like it. And then I actually have a mini notebook that I usually write all the things I need to do that day school-wise in. So I draw at the back pages, and then I take that and then I put them here. A lot of eyes, as you can tell, a lot of eyes. Cars. I'm a big fan of cars. Like, I've loved cars since I was a kid. I actually, hold up, I have these on my mini bookshelf. This is a C1 Corvette. It's in a nice blue, light blue color. And then I have Batmobile from the TV series. It's so cool. It's nice red. And then I also have this Alfa Romeo just chilling here. This paint has sparkles in it. This is very gorgeous. And then I also have this one here. I only got it because I really like the graffiti. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's gonna be storming bad tonight, guys. That was crazy. Anyways, I only got this because of the graffiti. It's really, I really like the graffiti. Yeah, it's very molecular. But I have like a whole wall and stuff just full of Hot Wheels because it's a hyperfixation. Okay, I love Hot Wheels and I love cars, obviously. But this is a Mustang. This is a Plymouth. I don't like how this turned out. It's horrible. Boo. But I really like how this one turned out, partially because I rushed this one and I didn't rush that one. Yeah. And we got just a lot. We got Gojo, Chibi Gojo, and Scribble Gojo. This hairstyle was so random, but it ended up looking like Nikki from Enhypen. Yes, I'm an Enhypen fan. Yes, and I can prove it to you. This is where I keep all my photo cards. Right. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I also made this box myself. I painted it, I added this, and I added the ribbon. But yeah, that hairstyle looked like Nikki from Enhypen. I love this. I love this so much. I wish I could cut it out and frame it. I really like it so much. And then we got a tulip, because tulips are my favorite flowers, or were at the time. And then over here we got more tulips. This, I just mashed up a bunch of things from Pinterest, and then I really like the hairstyle, so I drew it over here. Spider, because I was watching a Spider-Man cartoon. like the old classic Spider-Man cartoon. I really like it. More Aaron Yeager. We do not look under that, but we have some good side profile practice. I never ended up drawing good side profile with all the features in it. It's just the base. Then we got more Spider-Man. Floppy. We got Confused Spider-Man. We got why does his head look so fat? To me, it still kind of does look a bit fat. Nice hairstyle. Spiderweb, and then we got Shocked Spider-Man. My favorite one out of all of them because of the shading. I really like the shading of this one. Here, this is more stuff stuck in, taped in, glued in. A bunch of Spider-Man, as you can tell. And then this, first I ended up drawing a face, but I didn't know what to do for the clothes, so I ended up making Spider-Man. So he's Spider-Man. Get it? And here, just some more hairstyles, unfinished flower, an eye, and then practicing side profiles. Yeah, more side profiles. Tulips. We got a whole spread, a whole page of just tulips. I remember I recently got like colored liners, fine liners. So this is like a blue, this is like a neutral blue, this is a brown, and this is a darker brown. And I think I really like the dark brown on it. I don't know, there's something about the dark brown that looks nice on it. And here we got, I really like this one too. Bro, are you serious right now? Spider-Man, everything. I like the shading to like the proportions, and I really like this one. And then the hairstyle's back. And I was covering what I drew on the next page with the sticky notes because marker bleed stuff. I use alcohol-based markers. I don't know. What was I doing? Oh, okay. I think I was drawing something here with alcohol-based markers and I didn't like how it turned out. So I just covered it with sticky notes here and here. And then I tried recreating that look. And then here we got this Spider-Man thing. I just have like, I had an idea where I wanted like a comic book thing, comic book themed something, Spider-Man related. So I drew this and I really like how this turned out. It's really nice. Got some random sketches, just some random doodles, flowers, side profiles, Spider-Man. And here I was drawing just plants in general. Saw this weird tree on Pinterest, I drew it. Saw this, saw that on Pinterest, I drew it. This is straight from my mind. This is original. But everything else, Pinterest. Side profiles. There's literally like so many in this sketchbook and I barely draw them anymore. But side profiles, eyes. Okay, this is a swatch sheet. I think I got recently around this time the Ohu 120 alcohol-based marker pack with like the brush nib and everything. So I literally sat down one day and I just did all this. And I also ended up putting my Copic Chow, Copic Sketch, and the other branded markers just in general here. But yeah, here again, more sketches, just trying to cover the bleed, the marker bleed. But I really do like this one. I think I used like a 5B pencil, which for me at this time was really common. I normally didn't use that type of pencil. I just used mechanical, but I ended up switching to wooden 5B pencil. Just trying to cover up more cool hairstyles. Actually trying to put facial features on the faces. And then just more trying to cover up the bleed through. Horrible. Only part I really like is this. But besides that, horrible. I don't like it at all. More markers, swatches. And here I have more swatches. Horrible drawing. I just don't like how this genuinely ended up. But we got more swatches and just random doodles because that's how I used to fill up the page. Here I actually got washi tape, just brand new washi tape after like a while. So I just ended up taking a little bit and doing like a swatch in my sketchbook. Here I drew this and I put it up. I think it was like in my Chromebook or something, but I just ended up taping it in here. and it's like really fragile, but I really like how this turned out. And I drew this on like random paper while I was on my visit to California, and my cousin was about to throw it away, so I just ripped it and put it in my phone case, and when I got home I taped it in here. Colored pencils. Hey, I literally, okay, I hate when I get these little gifts for Christmas. Like, obviously I'm thankful, but it's just, I'm fine with like a 20 set of colored pencils. I don't need 100 and something. This is 120. And then we got the actual colored pencils that I got for Christmas years ago. But we got some good Prismacolor sets, and then we got a watercolor set, so I have 4 in total. And then just more swatches, more taped in stuff, more random sketches. Ended up using the actual colored pencils. Well, they're not that bad, it's just they're not as good as they could have been, so they're just a bit weird. They look a bit weird to me. And then I just drew more side profiles, more little doodles, more tulips, unfinished McLaren. I remember drawing this, just ended up not finishing it, so it's just an unfinished McLaren. Here we got more stuff taped in, more flower, another flower, and then I was actually planning, this was like a planning for a project I did. But yeah, I really like how it turned out, the project in general. Here a friend drew that, more random purple pen sketches from class. I really like this one. I don't know, something about it being like a sketchy style. I really like this one. And this is like a random building from Attack on Titan I ended up drawing. Here I also drew this on a plane. And that was like my perspective because I was in the window seat. This is when I got there. I drew all this when I got there, I think. No, I was still on the plane. Okay, more drawings from when I was on the plane. We got creepy Mickey Mouse. But yeah, and then we got all this as well from, it's like a mixture of being on the plane and being at the place I'm staying at. Okay, from here on out I have to do voiceover. Anyways, here I'm just explaining how I got to my cousin's place, my aunt's place, and I just drew for a bunch of the days there because I was just so bored. And here I was explaining on how this is the first thing I actually fully sat down and drew after I came back from my vacation. And I got all these references from Pinterest, and I wish I could link them down below, but this was like 2 years ago, so I don't have those links anymore. I'm sorry, chat. Here I was just talking about filling up the space with all the marker bleed, and apparently I had art block since I clearly just wrote it there. Here I'm explaining about the left and right because I decided to use my left and right hand to draw for some reason. And then just more stuff taped in from the little notebook and some other papers I talked about earlier. This is actually like a little sketch, like planning for one of my 2D art projects, which I ended up going with this one right here, which was like the base, I guess you could say. Here I'm talking about colored lead, how I got the mint blue and the lavender purple one from when I was on vacation. And I honestly never had colored lead before, so it was a new experience, like colored mechanical pencil lead. And here I'm talking about some alcohol-based sketch markers that I got from Hobby Lobby. Honestly, I didn't expect them to be that good. I used the crap out of them, honestly. Half of them are just like dead, honestly. Here I was talking about just mixing the two leads in like drawings and just really just filling up the page because I had art block and I wanted to just be done with the sketchbook. So I'm just showing all the little doodles. Here just more art blocky stuff. Clearly this was from Pinterest. And then these hands, I just started getting into like drawing hands for some reason. So another hand here. So I just started drawing hands, and that's like the only position I know how to draw them in. In the corner you can see Spider-Man, which I decided to draw, and then I got inspiration for this drawing right here. And then on the next page I did the same thing, but I had like a clear view of what I wanted to. Here I'm showing you what I got the idea from, but I also had another idea, clear view of what I wanted to draw, and then I drew it on the next page right here. Honestly, I really like this. The only thing I wish I didn't do was add so much white to it. That's the only part I really hate. Here, just showing you that I really didn't want to draw anything there because the amount of marker bleed was crazy. And here I was just drawing, you know, trying to fill up the space. And I used an In-N-Out pencil that I got from In-N-Out when I was there in California. And that is it for this video. I couldn't get the entire sketchbook tour in one singular video just because how like long it would have taken. This sketchbook tour would have probably lasted around an hour and a half because I talk a lot, I rant too much. But this video actually was originally planned to be like 30-ish minutes, and then I added so many cuts, and then I had to do voiceovers over specific parts, and that shortened it down to like around 22 minutes. So there's that. Anyways, I'm wanting to thank you guys again for getting me 70 views on the mini sketchbook tour video. I didn't expect y'all to like it that much, and I'll make similar content in the future because that the views, the numbers, it lets me know what y'all like the most and what y'all don't like. And just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all like to see from me in the future so I can give you what y'all want to watch and not boring content, you know? And as mentioned before, I will be adding more plushies to my videos, maybe making little skits in the beginning or the end. So if you liked that plushie feature, Tororo feature in my previous video, stay tuned for all those features later on in my videos. So anyways, I have to go. I have to say bye to y'all. There will be later parts of this sketchbook tour coming out probably in the next few weeks. You know, I gotta film it and I gotta work on it. I gotta edit it and then post it for y'all. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what y'all like to see from me in the future. Bye bye.